What's up, YouTube? So today Vagabond Builds is coming at you with the 2022 Chevy Tahoe Z71 four-wheel drive, and we're going to be doing a review of the exterior, interior, and some specs about the car, and some minor differences between the Z71 package and the RST package that we have already done. But before we do, please subscribe to our channel, like the vid, and a special shout out to the John L. Sullivan Group here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California in the greater Sacramento area. Let's go. So starting the review with the front end, some similar things and some different things between the RST and the Z71, but pretty much you do have that staple on that front Tahoe look. Now on the Z71, you're gonna have more of an off-road look. This exact Z71 does have the premium off-road package, but from the RST to the Z71, some minor differences on this front end is going to be these front red tow hooks, and along with that nice metallic or silver skid plate that you have on the bottom. It gives it more of an off-road look on the Z71. Now the RST is more kind of a luxury look, so take that into consideration. It all depends on what you want, what you're gonna see on these exact cars. Now the front grills are pretty much the same Chevy emblem. It is illuminated, so you do have that light bordering that Chevy emblem. This exact Z71, it is blacked out emblem with a little bit of texture, adding some character to the car. Same hood and the headlights, all LED. You do have the daytime running light bar. We left those on so you can kind of get a gist or an idea of how they look. Full LED with that Chevy emblem on the back side of the interior side of that headlight. Chevy does stamp their headlight, giving it a little bit more character to the headlight, letting you know that it is a Chevy headlight. Of course, you do have this nice cuts here with body lines going out across the front bumper cover. You do have your standard bumper sensors and your integrated camera for your front. It does have 360 cameras all around the car and bird's eye view, so that does come fully equipped. You have the Z71 stamp here integrated on the driver's side of the grille with a little bit of gray trim bezel, kind of a shiny, glossy, matte gray look, I can say. Coming over to the side, we do have on this exact Z71, it does come air ride suspension. Now another minor difference between the Z71 and the RST is the Z71 do come with the air ride suspensions that the RSTs don't. And a lot of people look for that if they're doing long runs or they're going off-road, a whole lot more comfortable on the drive. These rims here are the 20-inch accessory Chevy rims that they put on now. On the Z71, again, you're going to see different rims from the RST, but they did throw these on as an upgrade from the John L. Sullivan Chevy Group, and this is all blacked out with a little bit of gold on that center cap, but very nice kind of boss look on this rim. Again, you do have the air ride suspension in there, and very nice, good size brake caliber, knowing that you have good braking on this car. It does come with the brake assist, lane assist, and all that good stuff. Z71 stamped here on the rear side of this fender, very big, knowing what package you have. Tahoe badge here, all blacked out. Again, you're gonna be seeing a lot of blacked out trim here because they wanna kind of give that blacked out, I call it the boss look, midnight look, whatever you wanna call it. It is stamped here. Side mirror integrated marker with integrated camera systems, and this side mirror does come with, of course, the lane assist. Like I was saying, it is auto dim and the heated and all that good stuff, so that comes all fully equipped. Huge fan of the no trim on the door, right? So you get just the panel, you don't have those cheap trims, with a little bit of indentation, adding some character to the SUV. Now, something that is different again between the Z71 and the RST, the Z71 does have these running boards or these assisted step plates. That gives it more of that off-road robust look, kind of aggressive look. Very nice texture not just a boring running board, but pretty cool. Coming down over here, you do have that nice indentation, nice cut in that kind of a quarter panel wheel well area. Over to the side, you do have, of course, you need your gas lid. Very big. So with the push of a button, it does come out. Now, something I want to make known to you is that you're going to see this kind of matte plastic black look on this Tahoe. Now, take into consideration, it is more durable, it is more heavy duty, so in the long run, that takes a beating on that plastic. Coming over to the rear end of the car, you do have the partially LED taillights. So if I go ahead and turn these on, this red part comes the LED, and then the rest, like the signal light and the backup light, are going to be halogen bulbs. So take that into consideration. I might have liked to see the full LED tail light. Come down over to the side, you do have, now this is pretty much the same on this rear end, is kind of that nice gray glossy trim around the car here too, with that blackened Chevy textured emblem. Tahoe blacked out on the back of the tailgate. And then you do have your bumper sensors spread across the rear bumper cover, like always. Twin chrome exhaust tips. I'm a huge fan of that, giving it more of a sporty look, more of aggressive, here I come. Plastic trim on top of the bumper, so when you're taking out the skis or the groceries or something, you don't want to bang up that top of the bumper. Brake tail light here, along with this nice black spoiler coming out on the top of the car. Now, this exact package, the Z71, does have something that's pretty cool. There is a proximity sensor in this car that when you do have the key fob in your purse or in your pocket, wherever it's going to be on you, it has keyless tailgate entry. So if your hands are full with the kids or the groceries or whatever, there's gonna be a little Chevy illuminated light that shows on the ground, and you're just gonna come and kick like that and bring it back towards you. Let me do a little bit faster. And there you go. It opens that tailgate automatically. Very nice. Now, this does come memory tailgate. You can set it at what height you want. Silver kick plate here with the Chevrolet sign, integrated lighting in that kick plate. So that's pretty cool, giving a little bit more character on the trunk space. Now, this Z71 does come with the rubber mats. I'm sure you can get these for any Tahoe, but being the Z71 kind of more the off-road idea, you do get the rubber mats on the back of this third row seating and here on the floor of the trunk. Now, something that's pretty cool about this SUV, and we're going to be seeing a lot of SUVs come out with this, but not all of them currently come with them on the third row seating, is the electrical third row seating buttons. Check this out. Sorry, I was pressing the up button when I should have been pressing the down button. And check that out. Assisted pops. You automatically get that third row seating coming down, and look at all that space if you want to throw, I don't know, a dishwasher in there with some bikes or whatever you got going on. And then you could also, by the push of a button, it says throw those second row seats down, which is pretty cool. Check this out. And they automatically just fold down, and look at all that room that you have on that same level. So you could probably even put a bed. Now, I know there are certain accessories that come with kind of a blow up rectangular shape to throw in the middle of those second rows. So you could literally throw in an air mattress or something if you want to go camping and just sleep on the inside of your SUV. Very cool. So let's go ahead and put that third row seating back up. Just like that. All right, you get your little bit of hooks here for some accessories if you want to tie down some stuff. And so I can show you a little bit of personal space for some accessories or whatever you got going on that you want to throw in there. So we're pretty much done with the interior backside of the car, the trunk space. Let's go ahead and close this. Well, there you go. Very convenient on having that keyless entry and keyless close on that tailgate when your hands are full with the soft close assist. Now we're pretty much done with the exterior of this SUV. Let's go ahead and enter the interior. All right, so we're coming to the interior side of this car, but before we get into the interior, I want to remind you is that you do have the keyless entry assist by the little button on the door handle on the exterior of the door. So what do we see? First thing we're coming in is this nice Tahoe illuminated plate with a little bit of design in that kick plate. So that's pretty cool that you do see the integrated lighting in the kick plates all around the car. Looking at the door panel, you do have the nice jet black leather with that kind of gray stitching. Now you do have the 9-speaker Bose premium sound integrated in this car, and I'm a huge fan. If you've been watching my other videos, I'm a huge fan of the Bose speakers because I've grown up with Bose, and Bose is premium, and Bose sounds great, and the thump is great. You do have your regular standard control unit for the windows and the side mirrors and setting your memory to that seat. You do have a 2-stage memory, so 2 people can set the memory. Very nice kind of metallic silver bezel with the handle around that unlocking and lock button here. Integrated kind of wood grainy look on the trim inserts with a little bit of silver metallic on top of that wood. You're going to be seeing that around the car also. Personal cubby space, cup holder here in the door panel with some more space. So very cool. Now let's go ahead and enter the car. So these seats are electrical. I'm just going to go ahead and get myself comfortable. And for the sake of the video, let's go ahead and start this car. Push button. So all you need is the key fob in. And of course you do get that nice, beautiful infotainment center look on that 10.2-inch screen with your digital cluster that is full digital, and we're going to get to that. But before, on the left-hand side, let's go ahead and turn this off. But on the left-hand side of your steering column, you have the parking brake and the lane assist and the traction control, and this exact Z71 does have the descent hill assist. So when you're going downhill, push that button and it kind of helps you drive down that hill. 360 camera button, so let's go ahead and push that. I want to show you guys something. Let's go ahead, and this is touch sensitive. Let's stay in demo mode, and of course this is your home. Check this out, and look at that. You just get that full 360 by the push of the button right here. And look, it's letting you know doors are open, lane assist, and all that good stuff. Just super cool. You do have the trailer assist on this Z71. You get the 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low button control unit here, along with your odometers control here. If you want to control the lighting, the dimmable lighting, or the when you want to turn it up or down. Trailer brake assist on the Z71, super cool because I'm always towing things, jet skis, boats, whatever you're towing. Black, jet black leather stitching on the steering wheel. Very nice black textured emblem here on the center of the steering wheel. Now you do have your standard manual controls with your wheels to control that digital cluster. Now you get a lot of information when you're in 4-wheel drive or all that good stuff, digital cooling and hot gauges, along with your fuel, battery, oil, and all that good stuff. Your info cards, you can change the info card by the going up and down of this wheel. Check that out. All right, and then check it out. So for the sake of the time of the video, we're not gonna go into it, but you can go left, right, up, down, letting you know phone connected. You get your miles per hour gauge right on top of that center info card. And then you get parking and all that good stuff. So you're gonna have to dink around with it when you're gonna buy this beautiful car. But look at this dashboard. You do have the heads-up display center in this dashboard, very nice. And you got that jet black leather look with the stitching, very rich, very elegant feel on the interior side of this car. Very nice wood grainy insert trim with that metallic silver trim around the car. So very nice, rich feel. You're getting into a kind of a luxury off-road feeling SUV, so super cool. Now check this out. Another thing that I really like about these cars is the parking buttons with the reverse. Now drive in reverse, you kind of have to pull over to the left. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to do it right now, but for neutral and parking, you just kind of press down. Very cool. course, you do have your buttons right here on the back side of this steering wheel for volume and all that good stuff, and an electrical assist steering column. So you can get that perfect feel and that comfort for your drive. Coming over to the lower side of the infotainment center, you do have your manual buttons for your tri-zone heating on this SUV, so everybody gets their own temperature, both in the front and people in the back. And you do get your heated seats on this Z71 package, USB-C, USB-A charge with the 12 volt, and you get a wireless phone charging pad right here. Very nice big cubby, so you can charge your phone and have some stuff in there. Beautiful cup holders with some metallic trim, deep, wide. I love that because your cups are not toppling over. Top of the center console, jet black leather stitching with a little bit of putting your phone here, cup holders on the back end. But check this out, this is super cool on the Z71, is if we come up right here on the top or the overhead control unit, you get an electrical center console, and you can move this back and forth. And look at this, when I open this up, you just have so much room here with an extra secret hiding cubby. So if you're trying to hide something, I don't know, from the kids or some candy or whatever, or you're trying to just put in some personal valuables or whatever, you can put that in, and then you can shut this center console. Super cool. Very nice. I like this idea. And the people sitting in the second row also get those cup holders closer to them, along with that back side of that center console. Now, of course, you do have the full panoramic glass on the top with the visor. By the push of a button, you can open that visor up, and you get that huge roof with that glass, and it does come with tilt and slide option. Take that into consideration. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to do that. Another thing is, by this control unit here, you do have the LED lighting for your reading or at night when you're looking and toppling around for things. But you can put these seats down by the push of these two buttons in the back. So that's super convenient for the one who's sitting, maybe you don't want to get out of the car and put down those seats or something, just push those buttons and they come right down. Very cool. Now, a little bit about the infotainment center. It does come with Google capability. Let's go ahead and click out of that. You do have the Google Maps and Play Store and all that stuff. You do have Android Auto along with the Apple CarPlay. Full tech integrated in this. You get the cameras like I showed you, phone, audio, navigation, trailer assist, just all this. I mean, just this thing comes with all the bells and whistles, guys. I mean, you cannot complain. Of course, it is just fully loaded. Very nice. A little bit of personal space here. It has a little button. Check that out. You're gonna have to press that little button to open up that lid. Very nice, sensitive, kind of hazard button right here. And you can put some more personal things in there and then just kind of shut that little cubby. Of course, standard glove compartment, very nice and big. And another thing you're gonna be seeing different on the RSTs to the Z71s, maybe some stitching or some character to the seat. Now, this is a jet black, kind of straight to the point, standard leather stitch seat, but you will see some differences between packages. Just keep an eye out for that. Sometimes you'll see the red stitching or different stitching patterns on these seats. Rubber mats with Chevrolet stamped in the rubber mats. So guys, we're pretty much done with the front side of this interior. Let's go ahead and head over to the back. So now we're on the rear side of the interior on this beautiful 2022 Chevrolet Tahoe Z71. Now, we did put these seats down because I was showing you the buttons on the back side of that trunk space area. Now, you could go ahead and just lift that seat up like that, put that headrest down, and you have the armrest here. But I wanted to show you by the two levers on the side of the seat, you can go ahead and put that down. And check that out, how that headrest just pops down so it doesn't hit that nice seat integrated screen or mounted screen on the seat, whatever you want to say. And another lever moves it forward. Up. Let's go ahead and lift it. And then check this out. Forward by a lever so you have more legroom in the back. Let's go ahead and put that down again. All right, and I want to show you something else. By lifting one lever twice, you go ahead and pop this seat up, and look at all that room that you get coming into that third row. Check this out. Just so much room, and you can just pop this down and pop this up just like that. And look at that third row. Let's put that headrest up, and look at that third row seating space. My goodness, a lot of those third row SUVs, just, you don't have that legroom. Some of those SUVs, you're just feeling claustrophobic. Well, not this one. This one, you got so much room. Third row, and you get your own temperature flow control here by these vents, along with cup holders, USB-C plugins, so nobody's fighting over all the plugins. Pretty cool with a little bit of hooks if you want to connect something or tie something down. Now, something that's super cool again is right here by the pushing of a button, automatically, well, the headrest didn't pop down fast enough, so we should be seeing maybe Chevrolet should pop that headrest down a little bit faster before it hits that beautiful screen. But the convenience of the people sitting in the third row, you get that button right here, and that seat just pops right down, which is super cool. And again, you do have a belt here to pull, so that seat comes up, so you're not fighting. And if somebody forgets about you when they're exiting the car, like a lot of brothers and sisters do, but you don't have to stick back here. You can just kind of shoot through the aisleway. Super cool. Let's go ahead and put that down, lift that up, and we're gonna be lifting this up, of course. We're gonna be sitting. Let's check out the legroom here. Now, again, legroom is kind of tight, but we're gonna slide that back by the lifting of the lever. And of course, you take away from the back third row legroom as you slide, but I mean, it is just, you have enough legroom in this beautiful car. Personal pocket spaces on the back of these seats, those are very standard. We see those in majority of all cars. You do have the 12.6-inch touch sensitive screens for watching movies or all that good stuff, for keeping the kids quiet or keeping your guests entertained. So that is super cool that you do see this integrated on the back seat. Very nice. Center console, again, remember I was telling you, you have the tri-zone heating and air. You do have the second row heated seats. Huge fan of second row heated seating. USB-Cs, very nice plugins, a lot of ports in this car. Modes, control your temp, the flow of your air. Very cool 12-volt outlet plug-in, super nice. Now guys, we're pretty much done with the interior of this car. Let's go ahead and talk some specs about this car. So some specs about these cars and the options that you have on these motors. But on this specific Z71, you do have the 6.2 Ecotec V8 with a 10-speed automatic transmission. And because it is more off-road oriented, you do have the electronic limited slip differential. This comes about 420 horsepower with 459 foot-pounds of torque, and it goes 0 to 60 in about 5.9 seconds. You also get the 5.3 liter option V8, or if you go over to the RST, you add an option of the diesel. Now, guys, take into consideration, I will tell you guys, get the four-wheel drive option. That is very big, you won't regret it. But that's pretty much it for this car, and we just want to appreciate and thank you again for watching our channel, Vagabond Builds. Please subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned. We got some pretty cool things coming. Thanks again.